Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday, it is the 18th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and a little bit on the slick side out there, just below freezing. So we had, of course, some light snow up. Did you have snow in Oakville?
No, Tom.
Okay.
Well, it's sunny at my house.
Okay, of course it is, 24 hours a day. We had snow last night up in the Halton Hills.
We had snow in Oakville.
All right, and we did have enough to just cover the grass, but it is slick on the sidewalks. As soon as I walked over to the front walk, I thought, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Someone doesn't come and salt your front walk?
No.
I live in Oakville.
Wow. Yeah, I do. But I didn't put it down. So anyway, it was a little bit on the slick side.
Yeah, so just be cautious. Temperatures still hovering around that freezing mark right now.
Any of this precipitation is not going to melt away that rapidly, but just be careful.
If you have travel plans to the south, especially down towards the London area. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on your morning commute. Not a lot of active weather to talk about today. Mainly cloudy, temperatures hovering around seasonal. Look at the weekend, it's gorgeous. High pressure in place Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not a lot of active weather to talk about. Now, as we get into Monday and Tuesday, we do have a system approaching, and this one could be giving us a bit of a rain-snow mix Monday overnight into Tuesday. And of course, everybody wants to know what the forecast is going to be like for Christmas. Well, we're watching something. There could be something significant that could interrupt travel. Hi there, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is the 18th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
Hi, Tom Reynolds. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Just be careful as you head out the door. It could be a little bit slick underfoot because we had precipitation in the form of snow last night. It looked rather pretty.
I didn't see any of it.
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, anyway, so it was looking rather pretty, but and nonetheless, it's a little slick underfoot and maybe under your wheels this morning. So the temperatures are not going up, and as a result, the ice formations that are on the ground will stay there.
Okay, so we're talking about Christmas. We've been talking about Christmas shopping. We've been talking about the weather, traveling over Christmas. Saturday is going to be the busiest travel day of 2014 for airports. And next week, we have a significant storm that we're keeping our eye on. This is a big deal, Tom, for travelers.
Yeah, I know. It's and coming in around the Christmas
Eve, Christmas Day.
Yeah, so it could be a bit of a problem.
We're throwing out the term weather bomb on this one. It's one to watch. Make sure you stay tuned. I mean, it's still 7 days out, so we really don't know that much about it, but there is a good indication that we've got something.
Yeah, there's potential that it's going to be there, and Dr. Duck's been talking about this over the last few days, so we'll have to watch it carefully.
All right, yesterday in Vaughan, we saw some snow, but the rest of the week, we'll get you right into the weekend. It looks amazing, by the way. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Tom. Tom, how are the roads shaping up?
Well, so far, so good.
Right, well, today, not a bad day, but quite a bit of cloud cover throughout the region. We have a high pressure moving in. It just hasn't quite reached us yet. It's going to push in through tonight and in through the day tomorrow. So tomorrow's forecast looks awesome. We've got lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be hovering around the seasonal mark. And then check out the weekend. There's nothing to see. This is where Tom and I are going to have to do a little bit of song and dance. We've got high pressure in place. Temperatures are going to be seasonal. The next system to watch is Monday overnight into Tuesday. We could see some mixing through the GTA. And of course, that system that we're talking about on Christmas, certainly going to be one to pay attention to for the next few days. Interesting. I like how you use that word. Not daunting, because that's exactly what it is. We'll get to today and tomorrow first. Today, not a bad day. It's going to be relatively dry. We do have the slight chance of seeing some cloud cover, but by tomorrow, the sun will be coming out. Yay. It's been over a week since we've seen the sun. High pressure moves in. We've got temperatures that are going to be staying at or slightly below our seasonal average as we get into the weekend. Next system to watch is going to be Monday into Tuesday. We could see a bit of a rain-snow mix, and then we do have a weather bomb setting itself up nicely for Christmas. So we're talking Christmas Eve and into Christmas Day. Now, keep in mind, this is still 7 days out, so a lot of things could change before then, but all of our meteorologists look to be in agreement that something is definitely coming that could hinder travel plans. If you've got last-minute shopping to do, this is the weekend to get out and do it. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Thursday, it is the 18th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Candy cane.
What are you pointing at?
Pointing at the candy cane.
Oh my gosh, I got into the candy cane ice cream last night.
Oh my. That's a mistake.
The baby likes candy cane ice cream.
Oh, well, there you go. All is well then.
I ate it out of the tub, Tom.
Did you really?
I really did. I'm so ashamed.
You and your husband, both with a tub of ice cream.
Yeah, but it's okay for me because I can,
Well,
him not
anyway,
so much.
yeah, it is good ice cream. You're going to see this ice that has accumulated on the ground dissipate quickly.
Is it affecting traffic right now?
Well, I've heard a few ramps are slippery, yeah, but nobody crashing into one of them just yet.
Well, it's still early.
It is.
We got to give them
so
time.
just be cautious on your sidewalk to start. We usually hear a lot of falls, ambulance responding, people falling, hurting themselves.
Could be a little tricky to manage. We'll talk more about the rest of the week and get you right into the weekend and even into Christmas. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Today is not a bad day. It'll be drier than it has been these last couple of days, but still quite a bit of cloud cover throughout the region. We are going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend for tonight and into tomorrow. We've got high pressure pushing in, which means tons of sunshine. If you have last minute Christmas shopping to do, you have no excuse not to get out and do it this weekend because we're going to see sunshine and temperatures exactly where they're supposed to be for this time of year. Saturday -1, Sunday 1 degree. Next system to watch, Monday overnight into Tuesday could give us a bit of a rain snow mix, but temperatures are going to stay mild. And then into Christmas, we are certainly watching this system, still 7 days out, but keep it locked here to the Weather Network. We'll have all the details for you. Well, today, not a bad day unless you're traveling south, west, or north. If you're going to be up towards Cottage Country and through Collingwood, up through anywhere along the shores of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron, down towards London, we've got lake-enhanced snow. Those northwesterly winds being a bit of a nuisance throughout the day today and then being enhanced by this trough that's sinking south. So we do have a little bit of sunshine in the forecast today. I mean, it's going to be seldom you're going to say, oh, look, it's sunny, and then it's not going to be sunny. More so tomorrow. That's where we're going to see some sunshine with high pressure moving in. Look at this weekend forecast. I'm going to have to start doing a song and dance because there's nothing to show you on this map. But what we do have to talk about is what's happening over Christmas. This weekend looks amazing, sunny and seasonal. What's going to be happening early next week? We have a significant system coming in for Christmas. More details on that coming up next. Well, as you're just heading out to grab your breakfast, we've got cold temperatures throughout the GTA. We're looking at -1 through Toronto, -2 in Hamilton, -5 up in Orangeville. Think toque and mitts and scarf. -5 through Barrie, same deal, -3 through Newmarket and Oshawa. We may see a little bit of sunshine throughout the day today. It's been so long since a lot of southern Ontario have seen the sun. Temperatures are cool enough. We're seeing a little bit of moisture to the east, where Kingston and Brockville seeing a little bit of snow, and down to the south through Windsor, we're looking at -2. Yeah, they are lucky. Thanks so much, Kevin. Now, I didn't want to say this while they're on the air, but I mean, the guy that's going to Jamaica.
If you're going to the Caribbean, you should listen to this because Emily had this virus that is mosquito-borne.
We think I had this virus. That's why I wasn't here for a week. We think. We're not sure. We haven't got the blood
You were in
results
Jamaica,
back.
and what's the name of it?
Chikungunya.
Chikungunya. It's a mosquito-borne virus. It's going through the Caribbean into the southern states. Check it out. You can go to the various sites and check
Health
it.
Canada.
Health Canada, and you'll see the warnings there.
Think bug spray. Lake enhancement throughout the day today. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast. It looks awesome, and we'll get you right into Christmas as well. But first, here's Tom. Not a bad day today. We do have quite a bit of cloud cover in the forecast, but for the most part, dry. Tomorrow, more sunshine comes into play. Temperatures getting up to about seasonal values, and that trend is going to continue right into the weekend. I mean, there's absolutely nothing for me to show you on this map, so I'm going to show you this. Great weekend. Get out, do some Christmas shopping. Next week, as we get closer to Christmas, we do have a weather bomb inching its way closer to southern Ontario. We'll have more details on that at 26 past the hour. Well, if you're traveling south down towards the London area, be mindful that we do have a little bit of lake effect coming off of Huron, and that's going to be the same story for Orangeville up through Port Elgin. So if you're traveling 401 corridor south or even north, that could be a bit of a mess. Today, we do have a trough moving through. That's just going to kind of amp up the lake effect, but for the most part, a mostly cloudy day. I mean, we may see the sunshine. Do you know it's been over a week since we've seen the sun? Oof, it's awful. Tomorrow, however, we'll see some sunshine. So yeah, we've got good news and bad news, right? So tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, you have absolutely no excuse if you have not finished your Christmas shopping. This is the weekend to get out and do it. And we do have a very powerful system that looks to be shaping up just in time for Christmas. We may eventually see a white Christmas. Now, for more details on the weather bomb that's coming in for Christmas, of details coming up at 26 past the hour. Nice try, Kevin. So, you know, I've thought about going south for Christmas many a time.
Yes.
But there's just something about snow on Christmas that makes it so romantic and lovely. Mm-hmm. And then it can go.
Ice cubes work.
I suppose.
If you're down south, you look at a bunch of ice cubes.
You can decorate the palm tree.
Well, sure. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Way to go, you guys. Way to go to spend Christmas down south. More about that, get you right into the weekend, and even Travel on Christmas could be a bit of a nuisance. We'll talk about that, but first, here's Tom. Not a bad day today, drier than the last couple of days, but we do have that lake effect coming off of Huron for areas around London, through Goderich, up through Owen Sound, even in through Collingwood. For the weekend, however, lots of sunshine in the forecast. No excuse to get out. You've got holiday parties to get to. You've got shopping to do. This weekend looks fantastic. For Christmas, however, the weather starts to change slightly. A weather bomb is on the way. Make sure you stay with us. We've got details on what that's going to do coming up. Well, we are going to be seeing some cool temperatures throughout the day today, and if you are traveling, if you're heading south, we are going to be seeing about 5 to 10 centimeters through the London area, and we can thank those northwesterly winds coming off of Lake Huron. If you're traveling north towards Cottage Country, through Collingwood, up through Goderich, down through Port Elgin, well, there is a chance for trace amounts of snow. We'll talk more about your long-range forecast and what could happen on Christmas.
Back inside of the studio.
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Oh, see, now
Hawaii
Jamaica or
would be
Mexico, no, I could do without, but Hawaii.
You were
for
just
Christmas?
in Jamaica.
I know.
Well,
that's why I could do without.
I know. Hawaii would be good.
Oh, it'd be amazing. Are you kidding? Oh, I'm so jealous of those people.
Ah, dear.
Instead, we're going to sit here and we're going to see it snow. We'll talk more about the weekend weather and into next week, but first, Tom, what's going on the road? Well, this trough in place is going to enhance that lake effect that I was just mentioning through the London area. But for the most part, not a bad day, fairly dry. We do have sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow. We haven't seen sunshine in over a week, so the weekend is setting up to look amazing. We've got high pressure in place Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, things aren't looking too bad, and temperatures are going to be mild. Now, looking at this Christmas forecast, you're probably thinking, well, that's just rain. That's not a big deal. But keep in mind, it's 7 days out, so it's really going to be track dependent. If this system stays closer to our north, and yeah, we may get into the warm sector. We may just see rain, but if it gets a little further to the south, this could be significant snow. Details 26 after the hour. Yeah, we'll get to all that in just a moment, but first, let's take a look at what we can expect today. Nothing through Toronto, Hamilton, through Guelph and Orangeville, but areas a little bit north, west, and south of that. We have lake effect coming off of Lake Huron. London can pick up 5 to 10 centimeters. Throughout the day today, we're just going to see quite a bit of cloud cover. We may see a peek of the sun. It's been so long since we've seen the sun, about a week. High pressure dominating tomorrow, however, which means sunshine. And then throughout the weekend, you have no excuse not to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. There's nothing for me to talk about on this map. The next system that's going to come into play is Monday overnight into Tuesday. And then Tuesday into Wednesday for Christmas Eve and for Christmas Day, we do have a very significant system on the way, a weather bomb. We're going to have more details on that, so stay with us. We'll have it coming up at 8:26.
Back inside of the studio.
First of all, Kevin, they must really like you to be doing that. And second of all, amazing. San Francisco for the holidays?
Taking out the wine for another whiner? He'd be whining all
Kevin's
morning.
not here tomorrow. You know why? Because he's taken off on somebody's
To
exotic
San
vacation.
Francisco.
All right, let's take a look at some of the snow that we could potentially see to the south today. This is what we can expect for the weekend and even into next week. I'll have details on that. But first, Tom, what's going on? Well, it doesn't look too bad for today. It's going to be a drier day than it was yesterday, but it's certainly going to be colder with temperatures hitting around -1. Now, we are going to be seeing the potential for some sunshine. I say that like it's a bad thing, but we haven't seen sun in over a week. The weekend, honestly, I could seriously do a song and dance during this map because there's nothing to show you. We've got high pressure in place, lots of sunshine. The weekend looks fantastic. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, temperatures are seasonal. Now, as we get into next week and we get into Christmas, if you're going to be traveling Tuesday into Wednesday, we have a fairly significant system on the way. We are going to have all the details on this potential weather bomb coming up at 26 past the hour.
Back inside to you, Emily and Tom.
We're going to St. Martin.
Yay! Oh,
So jealous.
really? I thought you said she was going skiing.
Well, she was talking about boarding and skiing, and I wasn't really paying attention to the first half.
That's boring with skiing. Wasn't it boring?
Boarding.
Oh, she's going to St. Martin. Beautiful.
I think she was talking about the snow that she was going to miss
I
here.
see. Okay.
Right, okay.
Right. St. Martin.
Same
Beautiful.
page. Will we see some sunshine? Details just ahead, and we'll even get you into Christmas. Here's Tom for. I do. I've got good news and I've got bad news. And looking at those traffic cameras, I think a lot of people are already on vacation. They're at Pearson talking to Kevin. It's very light. Okay, we do have some lake effect today. We've got that trough that's just going to kind of amp things up a little bit. But then we've got a clearing trend coming in, which is good. This is the good news that Tom was mentioning. Look at this map. I don't even have to say anything. It just speaks for itself. I can just stand here. High pressure in place, lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be exactly where they should be for this time of year. Next system coming in for Tuesday, we've got a clipper coming across the country that's going to bring us some rain, wet weather. And then Tuesday, overnight and into Wednesday, things could start to change. A fairly significant system is going to impact travel for Christmas. It's 7 days out, so it could be rain, it could be snow, but we do know it is going to be incredibly windy. Thanks, Tom. Well, today, not a bad day. We are going to see the possibility of a little bit of sunshine. It's been over a week since we've seen the sun, so it would be really nice if we did see a little bit of it today. If you're traveling south down towards London, that 401 corridor, expect to see 5 to 10 centimeters of lake-enhanced snow. Tonight and into tomorrow, we start to clear out. We've got sunshine on the way for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Honestly, look at this map. You can just stand here and watch the high pressure go by. We're going to see sunshine and temperatures are going to be exactly where they should be for the next few days. Look at this forecast for the weekend. It's gorgeous. You have no excuse not to get out and enjoy some of this sunshine, maybe as you're running around a mall parking lot. It'll be great. Now, as we get closer to Christmas, Wednesday into Thursday, Tuesday into Wednesday, Wednesday into Thursday, we do have a very significant system that we are certainly keeping our eye on for the next few days. Hi there. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is the 18th of December, and I know these temperatures you're thinking, oh, it's going to be warm today. No, these were yesterday's daytime highs, and they actually happened really, really early in the morning, and then they dropped throughout the day. So Toronto, the warmest we got was about 5.9, through Pearson, 4.9, even in through Hamilton, 5.8. So we were getting close to 6 degrees in some areas. Now, temperatures have cooled down significantly throughout the day today. It's a busy time of year. We've got travelers everywhere, and Kevin Yard is joining us live at Pearson Airport this morning. And Kevin, you've been talking to people so far. They're going to Mexico, they're going to Jamaica, they're going to San Francisco. How jealous are you right now? Oh, Kevin, if you get to go on a cruise to Hawaii, you and I are no longer friends. Let's put it that way. Jealous. Could you imagine? So if Kevin's not here tomorrow, he's with that lovely family on a cruise to Hawaii. They're not going to take him. Well, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's talk about our cold temperatures. We've got a bit of a cool down in the forecast for today and into tomorrow. The weekend looks awesome. We're going to see lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be where they should be, but they're colder than where they have been. We're going to be around -1, and then tonight dropping even more colder than that and feeling a little bit cooler when you factor in the wind. If you have travel plans today, you're heading south down towards the London area. 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. If you're off anywhere along the shores of Lake Huron and even the southern tip of Georgian Bay, we could see about 2 to 5 centimeters. Again, lake enhancement. Temperatures right across the board this afternoon are at or slightly below seasonal. -3 through Orangeville, up through Barrie and Newmarket. We're looking at -1 in Toronto as well as in through Hamilton. This evening, if you have plans to hit the town, I know Thursday night a lot of people go out. We're looking at -3, so dress for it because it is going to feel a little cooler, but it's going to stay dry. Over the weekend, conditions look great for getting in that last-minute shopping if you're going to a holiday party. -1 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday, tons of sunshine. A powerful system on the way for Christmas. We're going to be talking about this for the next couple of days, so make sure you don't go anywhere. This was the scene last night in Vaughan. Snow was flying, the winds were gusting. It was not really pleasant to be outside. Now, the winds today have really eased. They're not too much to worry about. We're going to see kind of gusts around 20 to 30 kilometers an hour, so certainly not a big issue. If you have travel plans and you're heading south, if you're taking that 401 corridor down towards the London area, lake effect is certainly going to be a bit of an issue. We're looking at 5 to 10 centimeters of snow up through Port Elgin, up through Collingwood. 2 to 5 centimeters, so anywhere along the lake shores of Huron and even southern tips of Georgian Bay. Throughout the day today, Toronto seeing a daytime high of -1. That's pretty seasonal. We should be at 1 for this time of year. A mix of sun and cloud. I think we're going to see more cloud than we will sun right across the board. This evening, if you're heading out, dress for the conditions. It's going to be -5 in Barrie and Newmarket, as well as in through Orangeville. Some areas around Orangeville could see some light snow. Again, that enhancement, and then we have that trough that's sinking south. Keep in mind, it is going to feel a little cooler than that when you factor in the wind. Throughout the day today, quite a bit of cloud cover. We've got that trough and the lake effect coming off of Huron, making travel a bit of a nuisance. Now, speaking of travel, I know a lot of people are going to be doing it not only this weekend, but into Christmas. And this weekend, conditions look fantastic. If you have a holiday party to go to, if you're doing some last-minute Christmas shopping, it's beautiful. We're seeing sunshine, temperatures exactly where they should be. Now, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we've got a weather bomb on the way. That's what Jacqueline was talking about and science behind the weather. Still 7 days out, but it is certainly one for us to keep our eye on in the next few days. Joining us, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. We have some significant weather on the way next week, but first, let's get into this weekend.
Well, a busy travel weekend, and what a contrast to last year when we were dealing with the ice storm. Very quiet weather across the country that includes the GTA. While temperatures won't be mild.
No, but seasonal.
Seasonal, and we'll see a few peaks of the sun. So that's certainly something to be happy about.
Yeah, it's literally been over a week since we've really seen some sunshine. So we get through the weekend. Monday still looks good. We've got breezy and milder conditions, but then Tuesday things start to dramatically dive downhill.
Right. Initially, we see a warm-up, temperatures well above zero, and some showers, some rain develops for Tuesday, and then all eyes on the developing system for Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Initially, we have that clipper that brings the milder air and then the rain, and then the big question is, do we get a low developing in the southeastern states, basically a Gulf system that would track right towards southern Ontario, or is the focus of the energy along the east coast and producing more of a nor'easter, with the primary impacts being in Atlantic Canada? Regardless, we're looking at a powerful storm that would bring a lot of wind to the Great Lakes and really all of eastern Canada, a disruptive system for travel, but not necessarily a lot of precipitation for southern Ontario.
Okay, this is good news. So it can really go either way. We're talking, we're still a ways away from this. So make sure you stay with us. We're going to be giving you updates every day as we get closer and closer to the system. So for now, we do know that it's going to be windy, and we do know that there is going to be some wet weather.
Right, yeah. We do know we start as rain. As we go into Christmas Day, the colder air will be arriving. The question is, how much snow do we get? At this point, the GTA doesn't look like it's lined up for that much snow. Could see some lake effect snow, but again, stay tuned. If you'll be traveling, this is a large system, and as we go towards the new year, initially seasonably cold, and then as we head towards the New Year's, some Arctic air comes in. We end the year on a very chilly note.
All right, so it looks as though winter has finally started to arrive. Accumulated only about a centimeter on the ground in cars this morning, so not a lot of it, but still enough to make it look kind of wintry. Now, the winds yesterday were gusting 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Today, substantially less. We're only looking at winds gusting anywhere between kind of 20 to 30 kilometers an hour. A lot of people at this time of year are traveling. If you are heading to Pearson this morning, say hi to Kevin Yard because he is joining us live. And Kevin, you have talked to so many people going to all these warm, lovely destinations. But don't you think they're going to miss out if we do see some significant snow over the holidays? All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, I know. Even if you're waiting in a 4-hour lineup, you just don't care because you know when you get off that airplane, you're going to be in like hot 30-degree weather. I'd be pretty happy too. Okay, through tomorrow morning, some areas are going to see some lake enhancement. If you do have travel plans down towards the London area, 5 to 10 centimeters is possible. Areas around Port Elgin, Goderich, and up through Collingwood, 2 to 5 centimeters. Today for us, temperatures hitting close to the seasonal mark. We should be around 1 for this time of year, so -1, not bad. And look at that yellow ball. That's the sun. We haven't seen that in about a week, so that would be nice. We did see a little bit of that today. This evening, if you are hitting the town, dress for it. We're looking at -3 through Toronto and Hamilton, -5 through Orangeville, Barrie, and up through Newmarket, -4 through Oshawa. That lake enhancement is also going to be enhanced by this trough that's going to be sinking south, but through the overnight, we will start to clear throughout southern Ontario. So say goodbye to that cloud cover and say hello to some sunshine. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, look at those conditions. Now, we are going to warm up because we do have a system approaching from Monday overnight and into Tuesday. Now, this weekend, I just want to touch on it for a minute. If you've got holiday parties or last-minute shopping to get out and do, you have no excuse. The conditions are perfect. As we get into next week, things will start to change. As it looks right now on some of the forecast models, we are looking at a fairly significant weather bomb that could certainly impact holiday travel Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Now, keep in mind, we're still 7 days out. It looks like we're getting something. We're just not sure if there's going to be an impact of rain or a lot of snow. Then they dropped throughout the day. We ended up with a little bit of snow yesterday evening. So we're really starting to make that transition from fall into winter. And let me tell you, I think that transition is going to stick around. I don't think we're going to see a warm up anytime soon. That's for sure. We have got temperatures from yesterday that we saw 5.9 downtown Toronto. Keep in mind, these are early day highs. This is what we were seeing at like 6 in the morning. And then by the time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon rolled around, we were looking at much cooler temperatures. Speaking of temperatures, look at the contrast we have for the city of Toronto. We're still into the blues, but then we start to go into the dark blues. This afternoon, it's going to be cool. We're looking at seasonal averages. I mean, we're not freezing. We're not minus 30, but we're minus 1 consistently for the next couple of days. We do have a bit of an issue if you're traveling south on that 401 corridor down towards London and even into Windsor. We've got some snow on the way, lake enhanced, 5 to 10 centimeters for London, and then Goderich, Port Elgin, up through Collingwood. We're looking at about 2 to 5 centimeters. So heading up closer to the shores of Georgian Bay, that's where you could, or Lake Huron rather, that is where you could run into a little bit of trouble. Temperatures today, we're looking at minus 1 for Toronto and Hamilton and Brantford, minus 2 through Kitchener, minus 3 through Orangeville and Barrie and through Newmarket. We may see a peek of the sun. It's been over a week since we've seen the sun. This evening, if you're heading out, we're looking at minus 3, feeling a little bit cooler when you factor in the wind. But this weekend, if you've got holiday plans, if you're going to a holiday party, if you're going shopping, the weekend looks amazing. Now, as we get closer to Christmas, things will start to change. We have a very powerful weather bomb that is just taking shape for southern Ontario, and the potential is there for us to see a fairly significant system Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures over the last 12 to 24 hours, temperatures have been dropping significantly. Yesterday morning, we were looking at temperatures close to 6 degrees. By the afternoon, in some areas, we were hovering around the freezing mark. So we can thank those northwesterly winds and that cold front coming through. Those northwesterly winds are bringing in some lake effect snow as well for London. We're looking at about 5 to 10 centimeters of snow throughout the day today. So if you're traveling that 401 corridor, and this trough isn't going to help matters, it's just going to kind of amp it up. Now, this evening, we do have a clearing trend coming into play, which is great news. We are going to be seeing high pressure in for tomorrow and into the weekend. It looks awesome. Now, do we have the potential to see a white Christmas, depending on where you are, of course. Now, if you're traveling across the Prairie provinces, chances are pretty good. You're in like the 80 to 90% range. Down towards the east, yeah, the percentage is going up, especially through parts of New Brunswick, because they've got a very powerful nor'easter hitting the region. Toronto, that 57%, I think it's going to go up because we do have a fairly significant system that's on the way for Boxing Day and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.